Now, let's talk about what's going on with Destiny and her ex-husband, LB, because this situation is getting crazier by the day. The custody battle between these two is heating up, and now there's even a possibility that Destiny might face jail time for violating a court order. The legal drama between them is far from over, and there's a lot to unpack. So let's get into it. This whole situation started back on January 19th when LB was arrested. Now, the initial report suggested that his arrest was related to domestic violence, but that's not actually the case. He was arrested for harassing communications, which is still a serious charge. Apparently, there was already a warrant out for his arrest, and when he went to the police station for a child custody exchange, the police took him into custody. He didn't stay in jail for long, less than an hour, but his arrest set off a chain of events that has led to even more drama. After LB's arrest, Destiny took the opportunity to try and secure a protective order for herself and their child. According to reports, she used a police officer's statement to back up her request for protection. She filed an emergency petition for a protection order on January 21st, but the court did not immediately grant it. Instead, she was told that any matters involving the child must go through family court. This is standard procedure in custody cases, but it's possible that Destiny felt she wasn't getting a fair shake in the process. Now, let's fast forward to what's happening right now. A judge has officially scheduled a hearing for February 13th, which will determine whether or not Destiny gets the protection order she requested. What makes this hearing even more interesting is that the judge has ordered their 4-year-old child to be present in court. Along with the child, an adult supervisor must also be there. This suggests that the judge wants to directly assess the situation and hear both sides before making a decision. It's clear that the court is taking this case seriously and wants to ensure that the child's best interests are being prioritized. But that's not the only legal issue on the table. While Destiny has been focusing on securing a protection order, LB and his legal team have been working on something else entirely. On February 4th, LB's lawyers filed an emergency contempt motion against Destiny, accusing her of violating their court-ordered custody agreement. According to the custody order, they were supposed to follow a 7-day on, 7-day off rotation, with custody exchanges taking place at the police station every Sunday at 6 p.m. LB is now claiming that Destiny did not follow this schedule. After his arrest on January 19th, he was supposed to regain custody of their child, but Destiny allegedly kept the child instead of handing him over. She reportedly held onto the child for 9 extra days, which means LB lost a significant amount of his custodial time. Because of this, LB's legal team is pushing for Destiny to be held in contempt of court. The consequences of this could be severe. LB's lawyers are asking the court to impose a 45-day jail sentence on Destiny, 5 days for each of the 9 days she allegedly kept the child beyond her scheduled time. That is a significant amount of time behind bars, and if the judge agrees with LB's request, Destiny could find herself in a very difficult situation. This wouldn't be the first time Destiny has faced legal trouble either. In a previous case, she was sentenced to 45 days in jail and was ordered to pay over $118,000 in court fees and restitution to her ex-husband. She has since filed an appeal in that case, but now she's dealing with yet another legal battle that could add even more penalties on top of what she already owes. Aside from requesting jail time, LB's legal team is also pushing for other penalties. They want Destiny to make up for the lost custodial time by allowing LB to have extra days with their child. They are also asking the court to force Destiny to pay LB's legal fees for this motion. On top of that, they are requesting that the court impose additional fines as punishment for her actions. If the judge rules in LB's favor, Destiny could be facing significant financial consequences in addition to potential jail time. Now, the big question is how the court is going to handle this situation. Will the judge schedule a separate emergency hearing to address LB's contempt motion, or will everything be handled in Destiny's February 13th hearing? If both matters are addressed at the same time, that could mean that Destiny will not only have to argue her case for a protective order, but also defend herself against LB's accusations of contempt. That's a lot to deal with in one hearing, and the outcome could go in many different directions. There's also the possibility that the judge will take LB's accusations very seriously, given that Destiny has already faced legal trouble in the past. If the court finds that she knowingly violated the custody agreement, the judge may decide to enforce strict penalties to set an example. However, if Destiny can prove that she had a valid reason for keeping the child longer than scheduled, she may be able to avoid the most severe consequences. This whole situation raises a lot of questions. Did Destiny intentionally violate the custody order, or was she genuinely concerned for her child's safety? Should the court be more lenient because of the circumstances, or should Destiny be held accountable for not following the agreed-upon schedule? One thing is for sure, this case is far from over, and there are still many details that could come to light in the coming days. Custody battles are never easy, and when legal issues get involved, things can escalate quickly. No matter how this plays out, it's clear that both Destiny and LB have a lot at stake, and the outcome of these hearings could have long-term effects on their custody arrangement. So, what do you guys think about this situation? Do you believe Destiny was justified in keeping the child longer than she was supposed to? Or do you think she should have followed the custody order no matter what? Should the judge grant her a protection order, or does LB have a valid argument that she should be held in contempt? I want to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below and let's talk about it. And before you go, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video, and follow me on all my platforms at Diana Rose. I appreciate you all for rocking with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.